Previously on Backyard Survivor.
I kind of low-key hate my tribe.
Liz was feeling restless on Maramutta and created a plan for the tribe to split up and talk strategy.
Half went one way, half went the other way.
Forming an alliance with James and Jeff, leaving Zach, Olivia, Sammy and Stephen at camp.
I feel comfortable with you guys.
Yeah, me too.
At the challenge, Liz and her best friend Kath both struggled with the combination lock, but Samara's number skills gave Jake and Hal an unbeatable lead against James and Jeff. With immunity came reward.
You get to elect one person from Maramutta to send to exile. You will also be saving them from tribal council.
Liz is quite petite. You will now choose someone from Blood Orange to go to exile as well. Do not participate in the reward and will be joining Liz at exile. Then that would dump it further on the side.
Liz and Hal each secured a half of the Super Idol.
That's so cool.
Woo!
Meanwhile, James and Jeff formed a plan to blindside Olivia.
I swear he is not. Damn, this stage.
But an earlier alliance spread the word to vote off James.
Second person voted out of Backyard Survivor. James. You need to bring us the torch.
James, try to spoken.
15 are left. Who will be voted out next?
Honestly, I think we did so well in that. Oh, we killed that one.
I'm really stoked that we won that challenge. We did really well.
Good Roman numeral remembering.
Were they Roman numerals? Oh god, it's so lucky I didn't do that one.
Reward was great. An assortment of fruit. Yeah, it was nice to just kind of relax and not worry about who I'm voting off or anything. We feel like pretty strong as a team right now.
It seems that someone's going to be exiled every single time.
Yeah. Looks like it. At least until merge, maybe? Maybe?
Oh my goodness, if someone gets exiled.
Going forward, we're basically just saying we just want to win as many challenges as we can. So we are in the majority, the orange.
We literally just shouted we want blood at them. Well, I can't remember who, but someone decided that we should all go look for an idol just to make sure that the purple team didn't end up with an idol.
At least we can then know that they don't have something maybe. So, by the way, so what? So the one that finds it keeps it? Pretty much, right?
Well,
It's like an Easter egg hunt.
so it gave me a good opportunity to sort of break off and talk to Raphael alone. So I think we're in a good alliance now, and yeah, I'm looking forward to being able to work with him more closely than with some of the others in my tribe.
I'm happy that if I ever get a idol and I feel like you're unsafe, I'm happy to use it on you. If you're happy to do the same on me. Kath and I had a bit of a talk together and said that we're happy to like look after each other. So if I find an idol and I feel like I'm safe, but she's about to go, I could use the idol for her and the opposite, and I won't vote for her at anytime soon.
Sorry?
Ben. Yeah, Ben will have to try and get out of this.
Yeah. It's like very overly Okay, calm down.
If we have to go to Trouble Council soon, we're thinking of voting against Ben. Just because it's a safe choice for now, and eventually we'll have to get rid of Jake, because Jake is a bit of a threat. We'll definitely have to get rid of Jake eventually, because he'll be too much of a threat.
A lot of chatter going on over there.
Saw that.
Probably thinking about who's going to vote out next, probably.
Well, we kept winning, we won't have to vote on anyone.
Hopefully.
Do you reckon that if we have another tribal council, we should get rid of Ben?
Sure. Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Probably should keep Jake for a bit longer, just because you'll need the strength for a bit.
Yeah.
And then eventually,
Yeah. definitely like a round merge plan.
Yeah. Well, there definitely isn't no.
Yeah.
Because look, she's onto it, and I know she speaks to Raphael now trying to switch him. But I think...
And she probably will,
yeah. And I reckon she would be... I don't know who she'd be gunning for. So, this is how we are supposed to be playing the game right now. We're winning, we're dominating, we are bringing that blood. Yeah. We've got a great tribe now. I love my tribe, it's going so well. However...
With the lock, she was putting the numbers in the wrong bit of the lock, like Inja was trying to get it, and she just wouldn't let me help her, and it's like, dude.
There are some weak links again, and we have discussed as a majority that Kath might be the next one going.
Her story doesn't line up because the padlock was the same number.
Yeah, but the first card, she didn't even know the number's going to card.
Exactly.
It's a combination.
Never friends. I think we know.
We're going to dominate from now on, so it doesn't matter anyway.
I think she's going to be looking for an idol big time now.
Yeah.
I know that she is definitely looking for an idol right now. Don't know if she's found one or anything, but needs a bit of a backup plan if that's the case. That's not the one, we need to come up with a backup.
So I've just been blindsided. My alliance has been voted off. Obviously an agreement was struck up when I wasn't there. And I have a feeling I'm probably next to go. It's going to be either me or Liz.
Yeah. That's interesting.
I'm guessing the agreement was struck up when the three of us were away. I was pulled away and told to form an alliance, and that hasn't carried through, so I'm on the ropes. I've got to see what I can work, and otherwise I'm going home next time we lose.
Jeff is pissed. He feels super out of the loop. Oh my god, getting back to tribal, that conversation was so awkward.
So, yeah, what happened, guys?
Well, I don't know. He's just giving me these, like, not a death stare, just like, what the hell happened? I don't even know what to say.
Well, I'm guessing it was something happened when I wasn't here.
Yeah.
So, was it when I was taken over to the side there to have a chat? Like, when was this agreement struck up?
When it really came.
I think it was more. I think we saw him go off at one point, and we weren't sure if he had an idol.
Okay.
He was right. He said, "Oh, I feel like." Was it when James, Liz, and I walked off together? Did that arrangement kind of happen? We were like, oh no, we thought James had an idol, but I don't know if he buys that. Word kind of spread, and I kind of just went with it.
Yeah.
And it was.
I mean, you guys like.
I think it was
if
already
you told
slightly
me,
premeditated.
Yeah, right, I'm happy to go along.
Yeah, for
Like,
sure.
you know, I'm not trying
I
to.
think
like,
we got
push.
stuck with like both of you here though at the same time.
Yeah,
okay.
You guys
so
were together,
it
so we
felt-
couldn't. And I think he feels super betrayed by me right now. We weren't really that tight, but yeah, no, he was blindsided as hard as James.
I want to play with you guys. So.
I get it.
We'll
keep you in the loop for next time.
Seeing James's face when we walked back to camp was like really tough. Like, he's a good dude, and it kind of just, it was really rough. The thing is, James was a strength, and I'm playing a social game, so I wanted to keep the people that I trusted socially strong, like, together. So I don't know if it's put us on a back foot for the next challenge, but I don't know, we'll see.
I can't even remember where it first came out from, but I think it was like, I remember someone being like, think you're the idol. Okay.
I was the one that put James's name out first. I just, literally nothing personal. It was just one of the names that wasn't in our alliance. No one really knows that it was kind of me that started it, so that's fine. But I was talking to Jeff at Tribal, and I told him that I voted Liv, which was silly because only 2 people voted Liv. It was definitely Jeff, and James didn't vote for himself, so now Jeff will definitely be gunning for me.
So that's cool. Like, let me in. If not, I'll try and work for you when it's done because I want to go.
So that was surprising. I kind of expected my name to be put out there. I'm a little bit more quieter, so it tells me that I need to try and connect better with my teammates. However,
I felt vulnerable anyhow, so I wasn't surprised.
Yeah, I was still
I was like, it's gonna happen eventually.
I had to trust my gut on this one, and I really want to work closely with Zach. So together, we're just gonna try and keep moving forward from here. And I'm going to keep alerting to him if I hear his name thrown out there or things are going on and being said.
So I don't take any of it personally.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, of course.
Yeah. So, but that was a bit crazy.
So I need to try and establish trust.
I wonder what Lizzie's gonna think when she gets back.
Yeah, because I don't think she's gonna accept it either.
Yeah, it's upsetting losing James, but he's such a strong player. I think it's just the smartest move at this point.
I think Jeff's a little bit angry with all of us because as soon as we stood here, he's like, I mean, I was happy to vote that way if you just told me, and I'm like, I'm sorry we did it. Like, you and James were just always together. Like,
It's a trust thing too. Like, it's so hard because we don't have the time to be flexible and to move out with whoever we want.
The team morale will just keep getting better and better as we move forward.
Alright, come on in.
Orange Stripe getting your first look at the new
Miramura.
James voted out at the last tribal council.
Also bringing in from exile, Liz and Halim.
Hey.
Oh, alright. Come in and join your respective tribes. Okay. Alright, so take that tribal immunity back.
You will not be needing that this time. Because today you are playing for individual immunity.
Both tribes will be going to tribal council. You've both been there before. You know how it works. What you're competing for is one of these necklaces. Worth playing for?
Yes.
Alright, let's get to it. You're going to draw for spots. Someone from orange will draw the number 1. Someone from purple will draw the number 1. You are actually working together to get this immunity. So who you are paired up with, the 2 of you will be winning the individual immunity necklace.
In these pairs, you will attempt to hold a crate between you using only your feet. If the crate touches the floor, both of you are out of the challenge.
You've got the long legs. You've got the pause legs.
I know.
Oh.
What do you feel about your pairs? And what do we think's happened here? Excellent. Helen knows the drill. Caitlin, you did not. You didn't draw the same number as anybody else, so you are the odd one out. So you will not participate in this challenge. You will be heading to exile. You will still be going to tribal council. You will go back to your camp once the challenge has concluded. Wish these guys luck and head on out.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This challenge is on. Everybody is up.
Think about some week that I have to eat. Well, not tomorrow, Wednesday.
Oh, Liz has got a drop already.
How'd the first work go? How'd the first work go?
And then Zach's starting to get pretty close to the ground there.
How was this out? Better with company. Yeah? Better than being there by myself.
Then Zach dropped. Lauren, Maddie dropped. There are 4 pairs still in this.
Shouldn't have set this challenge up, man. I'm here for hours.
Jeff looking pretty solid. Andrew seeing a lot of movement. Now finding a balance. Oh, Andrew and Stephen dropped. Got 3 pairs left. And the cap looking strong down the end.
There we are.
The wrap looking pretty solid. Really close to the ground.
Oh, okay.
How bad do you want this?
Come on, drop it!
I do this in my spare time.
It's just
It's the end, you know, like, don't fight it.
We'll put an offer out there. If anybody drops, we'll make you a coffee.
I don't drink coffee either.
Where was that 5 minutes ago?
Coffee, tea, biscuits, any of the above is on the table.
Only if you drop right now. Offer retracted.
You can win. Maybe our offer wasn't good enough. We enticed you with some fruit, some juice perhaps. Sorry, page on the drive, Walter and such. Does anyone want it? Does anyone think they're safe enough to drop for this challenge? Bit of nourishment. Apparently not. Make sure no part of you or the crate touches the ground. Oh, yeah, just like that. What an effort.
Hey girl.
Liv and Jake, well done.
We're here for a while, sorry.
Oh, no, you guys did it. Okay, I got this.
Shaking Sam and Cap down the end.
Maybe you should go for a run right now.
I will as soon as I drop the ball. As soon as you drop the ball.
Love the determination.
Yeah, come on.
Make sure
Come
you
on. Yeah.
tip off the crate.
Come on. Watch. Come on.
sturdy a crate ever owned.
You got it, you got it, you got it, you got it. That's it, that's it.
Recovery by cat. Oh, yeah! Drop Jeff and Rat. Come on up. Congratulations, cannot be voted out as the next tribal council. As for the rest of you, it's a fair game. Head up back to camp. Out.
That was hard. My partner and I, we got right up to the end. The boys, they just got that advantage in front of us, so got runner-up for that one, but obviously there's only one winner, so missed out on the immunity there.
Welcome to Exile, the space in between two tribes. You have found the Rockjaw advantage. With this rock in your possession, you are guaranteed safety in the event of a tiebreaker Rockjaw. With this rock in your possession, any Rockjaw that you face will contain one less rock in the bag. Instead of drawing a rock from the bag, you will instead hold this rock in your hand and reveal it when the rest of the tribe reveals their rock. You may pretend to retrieve a rock from the bag in order to keep this a secret. This rock can be transferred, but it cannot be stolen. I have to process what I just read. There's a rock in here. What is this for? Okay. Oh, it's pretty. I think I can get away with it. I bet, well, I mean, Hal was here, and I don't know if anything weird happened when Hal was here, and if he would expect that something significant would happen with me coming here as well. I might hold on to this and keep it a secret. I think that would be a good idea. Yeah, so I'll pretend that I just sat here and it was super boring and nothing happened at all. Yeah.
And free as well.
Oh, look at that. I would have taken it with that.
Extra crunch.
When we were at the challenge, Andrew whispered who the vote is going towards, which is good for me. Like I've got an idol in my pocket, which I was going to use because I feel like the odd one out. But I don't think I'm going to have to use it in this tribal, unless he's like really good at lying to me. But I'm pretty confident. Like I've heard him telling other people, and then he told the person he was talking about a different story, so I'm feeling pretty confident that I'm not going home now. Hopefully that's not my famous last words.
Oh, yeah. I was really struggling to be honest. Yeah, it was really hard at the end. A bit naive, but I think I was actually going to be relatively safe this time around. So I think there's just a way to secure my spot there, but I don't think I was going to be voted out. I could be wrong though, but I think it was fine.
You're lucky you got with Jeff because he was not.
I know, yeah. Well, the one that I wanted, I got it at least.
See his face when he finished? Oh man, I was so cracking up.
Did you see him when they were walking in? He just stood in front of his whole tribe, even though they were way behind me in the flag. And he just stood there like George Washington surveying the American savannah. I was like, I will come. Oh man. He was looking at me so intense. He was like, you better not put it down. Okay. So if you had asked me about one challenge ago, I would have been quite happy if the purple team had kicked Jeff out, because he's quite a strong link in the team, but I was actually quite happy to be with him.
Yeah, no. If we get him with any of us at any point, we're gonna get rid of him straight up.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I was partnered up with Liz, who I also went to Exile with. So I thought that was pretty cool. We almost had like another chance to, I don't know, another bonding moment. When I was with Liz at Exile, apparently the conversation was like when I was singled out, he was like, yeah, let's vote out someone else so we can get him in, so he's the easy vote out.
Did she tell you anything about her tribe?
Hey?
Did she tell you anything?
Just that pretty much. That like
Did she try
they're
to,
out
like,
to get me already.
Did she try and like convert you to their team and like get you to help them?
Look, I think so, but like her telling me that they're gunning for me isn't a very good way.
No, like it's not very strategic.
So after my second time at Exile, I think there has been talk of like what's going on there. I think because this time I went with someone from the other tribe, they're less, like I kind of played it as though it was hard for me to look for anything while I was there because there was someone from the other tribe was there. So I just used it as like a bonding experience. But there is talk about what's going on at Exile, but I haven't told anyone anything.
Yay! Welcome back. How was it? Mosquito-y.
But yeah, it was nice though. It's shady there.
You eat a fig?
Yeah, I was gonna say it would.
There's a fig tree,
Yeah.
but they're not like. Is there a fig tree? They're not right.
How did you guys go? What happened?
Yeah, all my definitely. He was with her.
Yeah.
I wonder if you realised this was going to go down.
Raphael won it, but I have a sneaky feeling because Raphael's getting close to Kath, I'm pretty sure he might be able to flip that over and give his immunity away to Kath. So I've created another plan. I think the one who's been using himself might be the one.
The next choice?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too.
My plan is now to say goodbye to someone from Exile who's just come back, which is Caitlin.
Who's your next one?
What's the next one?
Oh, really? Not Caitlin?
No, because she was talking with Raphael at the end of the ball, and he can give away that necklace.
Raph got the immunity, which is fine. We all really wanted Kat out, but he's become pretty close with her, so he could give her the immunity necklace.
So he can give that away.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, because they've been chatting, I think it's probably best that we go Exile person.
Yeah, I agree.
That's fair enough.
And then we go from there.
Yep.
Okay.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, there's no there.
Yeah. I think my name's going to come up this next time because I think they've identified me as the leader. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Can I talk to you for that?
Sure.
The next thing.
I don't really have any good ideas.
Okay,
Really?
I'm thinking, and I've just done to the others as well, what might be best is to do Caitlin.
My ally, Raphael, won, so I'm happy about that. Yeah, it seems that my tribe wants to vote out Caitlin.
The reason being is that because she's just been out of the challenge, we know strength, we know endurance, we know who's ready to go, and I just think this is the next best thing at this point.
Okay.
Do you agree, or do you want to go somewhere else?
I mean, if there are no better ideas, for sure.
Yeah. Do you have anyone that you think?
No.
Well, it does keep saying after like 3 minutes of recording.
So,
What's you thinking of? What's that out of the way?
yeah, that's a fair point. What are you thinking?
I honestly have no idea.
Let's see if like,
It's
people
so
have
hard because
some
it's
good
like,
ideas.
yeah. I only sat in on the one trial, but I didn't even get to vote.
I know.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, it was your best photo. Just sat back and watched. I think we had to choose someone, maybe Exile.
Hmm?
Chick going in Exile.
Ben was also saying Caitlin. So now I've heard it from 2 people, so sounds like a good idea.
And also because she's been to exile by herself this time, they could have put something there. Because you found nothing, right?
Found nothing. I thought there was an item.
Found nothing.
Brisk search.
Yeah. It was a bit harder too when I went the second time with Liz. Liz there.
So I think that's a big risk now because she went back. She was the 3rd time. They could put an idol in there. So I think that's a safe.
Oh yeah. So if she does.
We were thinking of voting
What's going on here?
Caitlin,
Yeah.
and Ben is also on board for that.
There's going to be more than one or 2 names in this next tribal, I think. I'm not sure who. But I think potentially Andrew could be the next thing. Just because he was saying like he dropped in the past. Oh, you went at the challenge. So.
No.
Yeah.
I was really disappointed that I didn't get to do the challenge and I had to go to exile. And there I found this little pebble, which means that I'm safe if it goes to rocks. And I just hated it being in my pocket. It felt like the ring from Lord of the Rings. I was just like, oh my gosh, I don't want it. So I told my tribe that I had it. So I got something and I don't want it and I want to pass it on to someone else because I'm not good at keeping secrets and it's making me weird and awkward and sweaty and I have this. So basically, do you know when you go to rocks, you get, like if you can't come to a consensus and you go to rocks?
Oh yeah.
So, and you draw a rock randomly. Yeah. So I have this, which means basically I would have been immune from rocks, like it would have and I don't.
So you can only play with rocks.
I mean, that's probably super stupid, but I don't like keeping secrets. I'd rather just be honest and do my best in the challenges and stuff right now. So. I mean, it might not even come off.
What do you mean?
I guess if you've got something like that, it'd be in your interest to like force rocks.
If it's like
I don't want anything to do with that.
it's like I know. And then
I'm pretty nervous at the moment. I don't feel safe. I feel like a little outside and yeah, it's feeling a bit weird at camp right now. So yeah, I don't feel safe.
Give it now.
You hang on to it. It's all yours. Yeah, that was pretty interesting with the old rock incident. I'm pretty surprised that she mentioned that to everyone. I definitely would have kept that one quiet. I mean, it may not even come into play at any stage, but it's definitely something you keep up your sleeve. Yeah, so if you get a tie vote, it goes to rock off, and you choose a rock, and if you get whatever coloured rock it is, you're out. But she's got one that makes her immune. Very honest. Yeah, it's pretty hectic. With Tribal Council coming up, I think it's pretty unanimous across the whole tribe. Obviously it's pretty early still, so it's hard to get one person locked down, but yeah, I think it's going to be pretty unanimous this time.
The problem is that she broke it out. She still has the rocks. So is she going to live with it? Because I mean that she lives with the rocks.
Yeah. Raphael talked to me just asking about the rock thing and whether that would be an issue if it went out of the game with Caitlin. I would have to do quite a bit of manoeuvring to see if I could try and gain her trust enough to get that before Tribal Council, where she will probably go, right.
Is stealing an option? I'm kidding. Alright. Are you degreased? No, we're still there. I hate it.
Do you want to talk? I spoke to Caitlin alone because I didn't want her to feel left out and really suspicious of what's going to happen in the next council. For me, I wanted to breakfast business.
Okay.
Caitlin, I just think it's probably best, especially coming back from exile, she doesn't know what the next challenge we've done. And I just think moving forward, it's probably going to be the best.
I feel like...
Sorry.
I'm sorry, you go. Yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
Not Kath.
Yeah. But I feel like Kath will be very useful for puzzles for now.
Yeah, that's why I don't want to...
Yeah. I just feel like Cat is much more slimier.
Yeah.
Sneaky.
I'm a bit confused about like how it's going to be split.
Going to split the vote.
I feel so weird not being able to compete in that challenge and having to go to exile.
Caitlin hasn't given her rock to anyone, and if we look out, that rock is gone.
I'm feeling like there's a divide and I don't know which way it's going to go.
But I think we can keep Caitlin in our pocket with her rock. So if one of us is in danger, we get her to use it for us.
Yeah, I had this mindset where I was like, oh, what's best for the team, working as a team and all this. And it's kind of shifted a little bit going to tribal council now.
Because we keep Caitlin, we can also use her rock if one of us is in danger, when we merge, right?
She's only been in one challenge.
That's right.
Oh, yeah, 2 times.
Yeah, but like she hasn't done too much yet. Might be the dark horse. I don't know.
Come out of nowhere.
We're tossing up between Kath and Caitlin at the moment, I think. But we'll see. Anyway.
Yeah. She's probably the least team player.
Yeah, still got.
Do it. Oh, thank you. A team player.
60 sit-ups, 4 times a week. So add 4 times a week. That challenge was pretty brutal. It was all on the legs, keeping a crate up between me and one of the guys from the other tribe. And yeah, luckily we held out. Lucky I've been working my legs pretty hard, so yeah, stoked to have this this immunity because I needed it. My original alliance is gone.
Yeah, he's going to say something. Yeah. I think Jeff was really determined to win that immunity just then, and I don't think he realises he doesn't need it. As far as I'm aware, most of the team is pretty confident about keeping him around, at least for the time being, because he is a really strong physical player. There's definitely like mini alliances forming within, but we still want a purple to take it out ultimately. So I think burn a few bridges, but we'll build them back up again. Tell Liz me. Just say Liz. There was 2 for me, was it 2 or 3 for me? We're doing double kids. I'm super shocked that James went home. What? Like, and obviously Jeff didn't know what was happening either. Good work. I want to hit your team. I just need to get an alone time with Jeff and we can figure stuff out. But it also just looks sus if we go out.
We thought he would get an idol.
Oh, okay. You saw a vote him just in case he
Yeah,
didn't know.
because he
And then you can flush it out.
expect it, so.
I'm slightly concerned that people are going to worry that I found an idol or something, and then they might go through my bag because it's in there. And I don't want to play my idol this early. I don't know. I'll have to figure something out. Hopefully something happens. Hopefully I can get people away from the group and initiate something where I'm able to talk to people one-on-one, because this group thing is like not going to work out for me, especially because I just spent so much time away from camp.
What happened?
Basically nothing. No, so when we got there, there was like a bit of paper that was like saying to like make an alliance or something. So I kind of like just buddied up to him, heard a bit about tribe. Apparently he still feels like on the outs.
So now Jeff has the immunity. We're now thinking Liz, but it's looking like she's going to be the next person to go. She's just been in Exile Island, so she's got to be a bit of a target on her back now as well.
He said he doesn't think that there's much like strategizing happening.
Our alliance knows what's happening at this boat as far as I am aware.
And I don't know what happened like before I got there, when he was there before. I don't know. He said there was nothing, like it was just like
Liz, just from that earlier alliance, yeah, we're just kind of, we're sticking to our original group. So yeah.
Yeah. Still hard to know. Yeah, but exactly.
Yeah. How you feeling, Jeff?
The next person off is going to be the other person in my original alliance, which means I'm probably the one after that. So I'm going to keep working my magic and trying to get in some cracks within the tribe. So yeah, that's it.
Keep you in the loop.
That's what. Yep.
Yeah. Right, yeah.
Are you good with that?
As long as it ain't me.
Well,
I mean, it ain't gonna be, but like, yeah. Hey, I want to play.
Yeah.
So I'll play with you.
So I'm not feeling as safe as last time because I feel like Jeff is targeting me because he seems to be super betrayed about the James vote, which is fair enough, and he is freaking out.
As soon as it comes down to like physical strength, you are quite clearly our advantage. Like.
Oh, for sure. So I'm hoping we can get Liz off, but I don't know how tight he is with Liz.
I really said to Zach, like, if you guys want to like throw me under the bus, please, like that's totally fine. I'm cool with that.
He's like, it's not me, and I'm like, it's not you, but in my mind I'm like, maybe next vote, like if he hadn't won it would have been Liz and then maybe one vote on Jeff, so in case she plays an idol, but now I'm not sure what I'm going to do.
So if anyone wants to grab her and say something.
I think I might cross over with her.
Cross over?
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
And just tell her.
Should I say?
Yeah, just throw it at her.
Yeah. I feel like I'm safe enough with some people that if it was going to come, they'd tell me and I'd use my idol. If I'm really not sure, I'll use it.
Now comes the time when I need to really, again, hype up the fact that well, not the fact that I came here from Brisbane. Something I really need to hype up. I mean, I've come a long way anyway. Hopefully that tugs at some people's heartstrings and they will feel bad if they have to vote me out.
Wow, real good.
But I also need to appeal to people's best interests and say why they should keep me and why that's good for them. So it's going to be tough.
Come on in, guys.
Muramuda, back so soon. Last tribal council, Liv, you received 2 votes.
Yeah.
Did you see them coming?
I don't, like, it's the first one and you're pretty scared. You don't really know how things are going to go. So you're kind of expecting your name anyway. So I was alright with it. I'm pretty confident at this stage with how we're all working together.
What was the fallout from last tribal council?
Well, we didn't really get a chance to talk to Jeff. So I feel like he was pretty blindsided, which wasn't fun.
Were you blindsided, Jeff?
Yeah, I mean, I was going along with what I thought was a group plan, and that wasn't the plan, and so something else happened. So yeah, I was pretty shocked.
Yeah. So did you feel like you needed that?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, when you're out of the loop, then yeah, you definitely feel like you're next on the chopping block.
You fought hard. Liv, you put in a good effort for that one as well.
I feel pretty vulnerable too, especially seeing your name. It just scares you. So I was just really trying to push myself, but I mean, Jeff is so calm, so strong, so composed. You know, once I was dropped down and I was watching him, I was like, yeah, I had no chance. So no, it was good. I'm happy. It's worked out.
And Sam, you fought hard as well.
Yeah, it was the same thing as what Liv said. That just watching the boys there, you knew. As soon as we started shaking, I was like, nah, they were just way too strong. They had everything from the beginning. They had the right angles and that. It just, yeah, you could see it. But we gave it a crack, so.
Yeah. How was it having to work with someone from the opposite tribe that you haven't met yet?
Oh, it's a betrayal.
Who were you partnered with, Maddie?
Samara. She came into it very confident. I was less so, but
I believe you apologised before.
Yeah. I just thought, I was like, oh, like from here down, no strain. Like I can lift things, but I know my legs are weak as, so I wasn't super confident going in. I held out longer than I thought I would. So,
Liz, you dropped quite early from the challenge.
yeah, just couldn't get a good position. I thought it would be about the legs, but it turns out it's about the abs, and there's like nothing there.
We haven't even had a chance to really catch up since Exile. How was your time at Exile?
It was pretty peaceful. Yeah, just like chilled and got to know Hal. Got to know Hal a bit.
Obviously really well.
Yeah, it was good.
How does it feel coming back into the tribe after being away for that period of time?
Pretty nerve-wracking, especially because people didn't split off. I heard people split off a bit more last time, and this time they kind of didn't. Maybe it's because we had less time. So I'm a bit concerned tonight. Pretty worried.
Mm-hmm. Who else is feeling worried? Yeah. Anyone else? Stephen and Dave, how are you feeling?
Good, but like, I don't know, like I trust the people I've spoken to, but also like, who knows?
Mm-hmm.
There wasn't like a whole epic talk, so I don't know if there was more chats than I was aware of.
So, going into this vote, is anyone unsure of what name they're about to write down? No? And of course, the other question that we asked you last time, has there been any discussion about idols back in camp?
I think we genuinely forget.
Yeah, it's just a constant mind.
Oh yeah, everything just happens so quick that it's just like,
It's a quick game.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. There's a thing you can find that might save you.
Okay. Does anybody want to say anything else before we get to the vote? Yes.
Yes, if anyone's planning on voting for me, I'll just like to remind you that I travelled here from Brisbane, not specifically for this, but picked the date like because of this. And you know, I think that yeah, that should come into your decision a little bit. Yeah, that's all I have to say.
Does that mean you're feeling vulnerable?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
I didn't hear anything until like right before tribal. So I don't know if that was just something to keep me comfortable, you know, or yeah.
Interesting. Nobody else speaking up there before we go into the vote. So you cannot vote for Jeff unless you want to give the necklace to someone else.
Going with a no? All right.
Big no.
It is now time to vote. Sam, you are first.
it was decided a little while ago.
And now I feel really bad about doing this. Sorry, Liz.
I feel so awful about this vote.
Sorry, I know you've travelled far, but you've been to Exile Island, you might have formed another alliance.
This breaks my heart. Doing what I'm told. Probably going to be next anyway. Sorry.
I really hope this works.
We will now go tally the votes. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and you would like to play it, now would be the time to do so.
Alright. Get to the votes. Let's vote. Maddie. Second vote, please. Liz. That's one vote Maddie, two votes Liz. Liz. 3 votes Liz, 1 vote Maddie. 4 votes left. Third person voted out of Backyard Survivor Season 3. Liz, that's enough. Can you bring me your thoughts? Liz, the tribe has spoken. Head on out.
Liz made a final plea. Clearly, you guys already had a plan in place. Let's see what the rest of the game has in store for you. Head on out.
Are we doing stuff? Yep. So, I definitely underestimated my tribe, considering they didn't keep me comfortable, but they made me comfortable enough to not play my idol. I should have just taken it out and said I was gonna play it and then not play it, or just do something. But yeah, I hear there's a chance to get back in the game or something. So you know what? I'm not done yet. I'm not giving up. Yeah. But yeah, those are like really nice people. But then they voted out the person who like travelled super far to come here. But maybe they thought I was like a threat because I know Survivor or something. But they could use that. Like now is not the time. Later would be the time. Preferably never, but you know. I definitely like want to see Jeff go far because we made that initial alliance, and because he seems like he actually wants to do things. Backyard Survivor is amazing. I mean, I already knew it was, and like that's coming from someone who literally hosts their own Survivor games back in Melbourne. So yeah, it's been great. I'm just excited to be a part of it. Like I'm not devastated, especially because there is that little lingering hope left. But yeah, not sure how that'll go.
Blood Orange, welcome back to Tribal Council. How are you doing?
Good, man.
Hal, this is your first time at Tribal Council.
My first Tribal Council. Look, it feels good to be a part of the process. Yeah. Rather than being just a bystander.
Have you been able to get filled in with what's happening around camp? You've been to Exile twice now.
I have, so I do. I feel like I'm a little bit of the odd one out. So I don't know if that's going to play into tonight. Yeah.
Are you worried?
Look, I don't think you should ever not be worried.
Raph, you won the necklace today.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you needed it?
I want to say no, but I don't know. No idea.
Kath, you were really close to winning that challenge with Sam. How are you feeling not getting the individual immunity?
It was a shame that was so close yet so far. But yeah, I hope that I don't need it.
Andrew, the first tribal council you're at, you got votes. Was that a surprise to you?
Oh, I think, it's a lucky dip at the first tribal council. So I hope that it's not another surprise.
Did anyone own up to say like, oh Andrew, it was me, I voted you?
Do you know who voted you?
No, but you have suspicions of who did.
Speaking of suspicions, Jake, do you feel like the tribe is this family unit, or are people kind of sticking out to you as like a little bit shady, a little bit suspicious?
No, I think we're pretty together at this stage. Everyone's sort of on the same track, I think. No one really sticks out or anything.
Okay. Well then, how do you decide who you're going to vote for?
It sort of really comes down to just a unanimous sort of decision. Someone will throw a name out, and we'll have sort of a discussion about whether or not we should get rid of them or not, and then they get voted out. Just like that.
Thanks for explaining about. So you're expecting a 7-1 vote?
Pretty close to, I think.
Yep. Okay. Samara, are you expecting a 7-1 unanimous vote?
Yeah, I think we're kind of looking for the team players at the moment so that we can keep winning the challenges.
So does anyone feel like they're not part of that 7? Tricky. Caitlin. So Caitlin, you didn't get a chance to compete for individual immunity. You drew the odd number, so you were sent to exile. How are you feeling now that you missed out on that chance at
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty nervous at the moment. I would have preferred to be in the challenge for sure.
Are you worried that by pulling that odd number, that's not put you on the outside of everyone?
Yeah, I wanted to be a team player.
So Ben, what is the vote this time based on for you?
A lot of discussions have been talked about, and I think like Jake said, it's just a matter of who's going to be good for us in the future.
Has there been much discussion around idols in the game? Have you seen people looking for them?
I think the only thing more sus than looking for an idol is not looking for an idol.
Right, okay.
There was a pan-tribal search at the rewards pool. It yielded nothing. The search continues.
Alright, let's get to it.
Andrew, you're up first.
My vote's for Cat. I'm worried you do have an idol, but I'm taking the risk you don't, and hope everyone follows that lead.
I don't think I trust you.
I'm just voting with the rest of my tribe right now.
Voting Kate? No reason.
It's my first vote at Tribal Council. I'm just trusting that people have said that they're going to do what they're going to do, and I just hope it's not me.
We'll now go tally the votes. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. Alright, we'll now read the votes. First vote, Cat. Second vote, Caitlin. Third vote, Caitlin. It's 2 votes Caitlin, 1 vote Cat. Cat. 2 votes Cat, 2 votes Caitlin. 4 votes left. Cat. Cat. Fourth person voted out, back out to Violet. Cat. Which brings the charge. Cat. Tribe has spoken. Head on out. Bye, Cat.
Bye, Cat.
This way here.
Oh, what? Wait, you shouldn't do that
Anyway. That way.
Head on back to camp. See what the rest of the game has in store.
Yeah, I was a bit surprised to be voted out in that vote. It'll be interesting to find out why. I don't know, I was kind of always a bit worried about getting voted out. I never really felt safe. So, like, yeah, I'm only a bit surprised because of that. Due to the time constraints, it's a little more difficult to play to the full extent of your capabilities, I suppose. Really only have challenges and whether you connect with people well. I would like to see Raphael go far in the game, and I want to see Ben and Andrew put it out.
Next time on Backyard Survivor.
Who are you voting for?
Paranoia hits blood orange when the votes don't add up.
There were some people that wrote down Caitlin's name. We all went for Cat. What people don't know is that I did it.
And on Miramuda, Jeff kicks into overdrive when he senses that he is on the outs.
I'm obviously a massive target,
I want
right?
to work with you though.
But all bets are off when the deck gets reshuffled.
Drop your buff. We are switching things up.
Okay, ready?
No.
Hello everybody and welcome to Inside the Urn, where we are here to break down the votes for episode 3.
If you would like to support us financially with the show, we have an Indiegogo campaign where the link is above.
And casting for season 4 is still open. So if you want to give Backyard Survivor a shot and you think you've got what it takes, please send a 30-second video which just says your name, your age, your occupation, and why you want to play to the email, or if you're having problems with the email, send it to Facebook, Instagram, one of them, as long as we see it.
Yeah. Cool. Let's dive in to the urns.
We lost both of our people from Melbourne in one episode, Liz and Liz's best friend, Kat.
Yeah. I mean, you can't write this stuff. The fact that they both go out, they are the two best friends in the competition, and nobody else knew that. Separately, the dynamics on their tribe just sort of went that way for both of them.
So let's break down the first one that we saw, which is Liz. Liz, unfortunately, makes a heartbreaking mistake here and goes home with an idol in her pocket.
For Liz, she was away on exile. She wasn't part of that first vote. Jeff was not included in that first vote, but he has made some inroads with the rest of his tribe, and instead of isolating himself further, has jumped on board with this majority vote against Liz.
But Liz voted for Maddie.
Yeah, we sort of see them have little conversations about that's the name they're going to pitch to Liz, and they all agreed on that.
And with regards to why Liz didn't play the idol, like, I'm sure if you check the comments, Liz is in there telling you. You know, I'm sure that this is where the super idol starts coming into play a little bit. It has this power, and she has this plan, and to just use it as a normal idol doesn't reach its full potential. So potentially it being a super idol is just that little bit more enticing to try and hold on to and scrape through this vote.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, she needed to play it.
Yeah. So if somebody gets voted out with an idol, that idol goes out of the game with them. But as we see in Survivor, that idol can also re-enter the game. The bad luck continues for her with the next tribal council, where unknowingly the Blood Orange tribe are going to vote out her best friend, Kath.
So with the Kath vote, what we see is at Blood Orange, Caitlin is sent to exile. There's kind of a rough plan to vote out Caitlin because they are worried about what she found there by herself and no one can confer. So Caitlin, though, will knowingly or unknowingly diffuse her threat by telling everybody what she got.
This is the advantage that we've not seen on Survivor before, and all of these players have just been introduced to it. So to see each of them take that in and decide, well, is this something we want to keep with that person? Do we want to get rid of it? Do we want to take the advantage, get rid of the person? Everyone's got a different idea of how to navigate this new unknown.
Yeah, some people want it and some people don't.
Yeah.
One of the people who does want it is Kath. What Kath doesn't realize is that by taking Caitlin off to the side, she leaves an opportunity for the rest of the tribe, mainly Andrew, to say, well, actually, I want to keep Caitlin in this game. I think she's loyal, I'm aligned with her, and she's got the rock, and I want to keep that in the game. So unfortunately, by Kath taking Caitlin aside, she leaves the space for everyone to turn on her.
Yeah. And for a majority plan to come into place, because it was fairly divided on who wanted to go Kath and Caitlin. But they all land on Kath, bar one, who doesn't vote with the majority, who we will see admit this to us in the next episode.
Yep. Someone's causing trouble.
Spicy.
We've seen 2 people go out from each tribe.
Kiara, James, Liz, Kath, so far voted out of the game. Any one of them can come back in when we have the outcast twist down the line. So don't discount anybody yet. So we've had almost unanimous votes on both tribes. Perfect time to mix them up.
Catch you next time for the swap. Bye.